Hey everybody, it's me, Jordan from Think, and we're back at this great property on Gladstone Avenue. Fortunately, it was sold about 30 days ago, and our clients are thrilled with the price that we got them. Also, we happen to help the buyers as well buy this property, and we know them as well, and they're thrilled to be moving in, as a matter of fact, next week. So you can see the staging is all gone. All we have to do now is close the sale, have the checks move back and forth, the money move back and forth, and the new family will be moving in next week. This story is truly win-win. Our clients were able to do a smaller renovation, what we call a cosmetic renovation, to raise the value of their property substantially. And the benefit for the new owners is they don't have to do any work. This is truly a turnkey operation for them. They can just pack up the kids and move them in, and everybody's going to have a lovely home in their new neighborhood, right across the street from the school. So we're really happy for them as well. So how did we get here? Well, it all started with my wonderful client, Leanne, and her husband, Chris, but Leanne was our lead on the project. She was the true project manager on this. She partnered with us, and we brought in our team. And our team really began with our stager decorator, Lucy, who came in and helped share her vision of what this home could be. Now, we're in a beautiful, light, bright home now. And back then, the original decorating was with some lighter browns and some darker browns and what have you. And Lucy shared with us her vision for what this home could be, and Leanne bought in completely. So that was terrific. So my job was to take Leanne's budget, which was around $50,000 at the time, and give Lucy's wish list and help her prioritize it. So we were able to take that wish list, prioritize, and then come up with a plan. So there was kind of what you need to have, what you like to have, and maybe if you had an extra few dollars, what you could have as well. So to start off with sort of the low-hanging fruit, as there is in most places, the place we started off with was paint. We had the entire home painted from top to bottom pretty much, which cost about $15,000. And it took a home that has darker floors, which are beautiful original hardwood, and it really complemented it with these beautiful white hues throughout the home. It really brightened it up. And the thing is about these older homes is they really need light, and this really brightened up the house. So that was, quite frankly, a no-brainer. Along with the painting of the house, we did some outside painting as well, such that, again, when you look at the home, it really pops. The interesting thing was when we looked at doing some of the trim work, Leanne actually figured out that, and I do really credit Leanne for this, not myself, figuring out that actually replacing the eaves and some of the soffits rather than painting them was about the same price. So that's a little tip. So that cost her about, I think it's about $5,000 to replace all of the eaves and soffits and do the outside stuff. So we're into about $20,000 worth of paint and eaves to prepare the house, which is, you know, a really good price and an unbelievable bang for your dollar, but we'll get into the dollars later. The next step, as we all know, it's about kitchens and baths, and we had Leanne redo the bathroom. And she actually led this with some of her people. We didn't actually bring in our trades. Leanne had her own people. She really took control of this project. We gave her the vision, but she really ran with it. And the upstairs bathroom was done for about $15,000. So that needed to be done. She knew it needed to be done, and it was done perfectly. So that was great. So we're at about $35,000. Now the next thing, as we mentioned, was the kitchen. The kitchen was the one where I kind of probably helped a little bit because, you know, the kitchen was in a state where you either completely redo it or not. The kitchen was nice, it was functional, it was good for family, but we needed to bring something to it. So rather than do a complete renovation of the kitchen for something like that, would have blown our budget right out of the water. So what we decided to do was a refresh. So we brought in some people, we had the kitchen painted, we had the cabinets painted, we had the backsplash redone. And if you saw it now, you could hardly recognize it in the sense that it's really, really bright and very, very functional and ready to use. That was done actually for about $6,000. So a terrific bang for their buck in terms of what they were able to do to bring it onto the market. The next things that we brought were a little bit more cosmetic. We had a beautiful, I don't know if you can see it from here, but just to my right, when you walk into the house, there's a fireplace, and we weren't really sure what to do with it. Often when you're looking at older features like this, you don't know whether to take them out, maybe just take it all the way out because you're modernizing the house. But this house has the benefit of kind of old and new, and we really wanted to work with that idea, and Leanne didn't want to get rid of the fireplace, and I was with her on that. So we really refreshed the fireplace. It was done. It was pretty expensive. It cost about $3,500 to paint and tile and what have you, but it gives a centerpiece as you walk into the home that really, really brings it some warmth. Excuse me. Okay, the last thing on the need-to-do list was lighting. Again, these old homes really lack for light sometimes. So bringing in some higher end lighting, some lighting in some key places to really bring things up, to brighten things up, makes a huge difference. So Leanne decided we're gonna buy in on that. She invested about $3,000 in lighting. So there was pretty much our $50,000 budget right there. However, my client Leanne had a bigger vision, and she decided she wanted to add windows for the front of the house. It's something I think she always wanted to do. And I must admit, they really look terrific. So add another $7,500 for windows, and she always wanted to do landscape the backyard. So believe it or not, she landscaped the entire backyard and did some beautiful, beautiful stonework all throughout the back. So now the new people who move in here have a completely landscaped backyard and beautiful windows at the front. The total cost of those is just a little bit over $20,000. So our $50,000 budget became a $70,000 budget, but the house really, as you can see from the pictures, really, really looks amazing. Okay, so after all that, we had about a $70,000 budget. So let's take a look at the breakdown of how we invested that $70,000. First of all, we did paint inside and out and the eaves for about $20,000. $15,000 went to the upstairs bathroom. The kitchen was around $6,000. We spent $3,000 on lighting, another $3,000 on the fireplace. We also repadded the stairs going down to the basement for about $2,000. And Leanne did an amazing job having the landscape and stonework done for the entire backyard and patio for about $14,000. All told, it came up to exactly $70,000. So we stayed right within our budget. Now, what did that get us? Well, originally this home was projected to sell between $1.35 and $1.4 million. The actual selling price was almost exactly $1.55. So somewhere between $150,000 to $200,000 bump in the price that my client received on this property. They spent $70,000, so it's pretty easy to see that they made between $80,000 to maybe $130,000. Let's saw it off in the middle. They basically made, say, an extra $100,000. And that's terrific. And quite frankly, this isn't for everybody. Not everybody wants to go through this much of renovation and manage a project for themselves. But Leanne was really good as a project manager with our support. So it was really fun. It was a great team effort. And the other side of things is, as I said, the new owners move into a place that is completely ready to go for their family. So this is really a great story and a win-win. And as I said, the buyers we represented, so we're really happy for them as well. If you found this video helpful, if you're looking to build your wealth, if you're looking to sell your property at the very top of the market, please reach out to myself or Paul Haley. I'm at jordan@thinkto.ca. And please as well subscribe to our channel by pressing the subscribe button below. we'd be happy to help you with any questions that you have. Thanks very much.